You better move fast. You cannot outrun the You Run podcast has begun.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Scott and I'm your host today and every other day as I bring you news, reviews and opinions in the world of horror. So you're probably wondering why I have Grogu sat on my lap. We'll get into that in a minute because I'm about to talk all about Star Wars horror. But before I do that, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when we drop new videos, because if it's interesting in the world of horror, I'm talking about it here. We have news. And news that honestly, this is the most excited I've been about any news for a long time. So I am a massive Star Wars nerd, like ginormous Star Wars nerd. Like horror and Star Wars for me kind of sit hand in hand. I've got equal amounts of both. Like I display all the horror stuff here because that's what the channel is. But like you go in my house and you start going through other stuff I've got, like so much Star Wars memorabilia because I love it and I grew up on it. And like my dream has always been to have a Star Wars horror crossover. And we've kind of had it. Like we've got it in one of the games, I think it's Battlefront 2, where you've got the Ewoks and you do the Ewoks versus the Stormtroopers. And Ewoks are fucking terrifying. Like that's really cool. There's also a couple of novels that have done this as well and dived into some of the Sith lore and mythology. But we've never had anything on screen. And because it got bought by Disney, it kind of become this thing that I never thought we were going to get it. I didn't think we were going to get something dark and bleak and scary, but it looks like we're gonna. So early reports coming out of Disney is that Disney are now looking at taking potentially a series, maybe even a movie, down the horror route and doing a proper Star Wars horror movie or horror series. And I am 100 million% in. Are you in? You are. Excellent. This is something that has so much potential. And like you could go so many ways with this. You've got so many planets. You could do a creature feature, a monster that lives on a planet that hunts down a group of survivors who've crashed there. Like that's bare basic. You could go the route of the Ewoks and have the Ewoks hunting stormtroopers and do it like almost like a found footage from their helmet cams as they get hunted down. Like that also fucking awesome. But there's so many other places you can take this. Anyone who knows anything about Star Wars is fully aware that ghosts exist in Star Wars. Like they appear in the movies, they appear in the TV series. Force ghosts are a thing. And we've only ever really seen Force ghosts on the side of the Force. How about a Sith Lord or a Sith General who has fallen, who is now a spirit? Like they're not going to be sat there friendly nodding while the good guys celebrate. They're going to be out for vengeance or blood or like there's so many things you could do with that, like a haunting within the Star Wars world. Yeah, fucking sign me up. Guy getting freaked out, pulling a lightsaber and fucking trashing shit in his house, trying to avoid what he thinks is a person. Awesome. But there's also a huge ritualistic element to Star Wars, like massive. There's so many ritualistic things that live within the world of the Sith and the world of the Jedi. You can go another way with this. You can go down a full-ass cult route with this. Because let's be honest, the Jedi and the Sith are a cult. Both of them are a cult. Both of them, you give up things you want to be a member of it. You follow very strict rules and you only obey the rules of the cult. Hence why we have Anakin going to the dark side, because he doesn't like the cult he's joined, because he doesn't get to get his end away. It's true. That's probably, let's boil it down. That's why he turned to the dark side. Now, going down the cult route, you've got the option for demons. You've got the option for just a cult story. Imagine something like Midsommar, which I don't particularly like that film, but imagine that story, or The Wicker Man, but told in the world of Star Wars. The possibilities of what you could do and the characters you could introduce. There's so many things you could do with this, or you could do which I think they're going to do. They're going to trade off the biggest piece of IP they have in the Star Wars franchise that is evil. They're going to trade off Darth Vader. that I think we're going to get a Darth Vader style story. And I think it's going to follow Darth Vader as he learns the ways of the dark side and goes and fucks around with the cult and the ghosts. And it wouldn't surprise me if we got the original cast back. Like, obviously not James Earl Jones, but Hayden, whatever his name is, coming back to play Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader. Because one, he's come back already. They know that that door is open. They know that he loves the fandom. The fandom now love him after rejecting him for years. He is now fully embraced like this. He's as embraced as Grogu now. And I think that bringing him back and going down that route of him kind of fucking off and leaving the Emperor and maybe going to find special powers and following things like they did in the games. Like some of the games you do stuff like this where you go and do certain things to unlock new abilities. Let's go down that route, and like the trials and tribulations and the monsters and the ghosts, like you could really home it and you could do everything. You could have a slasher, you could have a monster movie, you could have paranormal and occult, and you could do all of it in the course of a series, like easily. You could have 5 seasons of this and just do a different kind of theme. Think American Horror Story, but with Darth Vader set in Star Wars. Like, it is fucking perfect. So yeah, I'm really, you can probably tell this is the most animated I've been for fucking ages. I am absolutely pumped for the potential of proper horror. Also, throw into the mix, like this is a real curveball, Disney own a lot of other properties now. Disney own Alien. Disney own Predator. What's to say they don't throw those into the Star Wars universe? You imagine Darth Vader exploring a planet and a fucking xenomorph coming out? That, if you put that in a film, that is a fucking Avengers Endgame level moment in the cinema. Oh, your glasses slipped. Like, there's so much that can be done here. I'm so excited for this. I'd love to know what you think. Like, are you as big a Star Wars nerd as me? Are you excited for the potential they've got with this? Or are you like a lot of people, you really reserved with Disney? Because let's be honest, Disney have royally messed Star Wars up at every single step. Like, since they bought it, like every single movie, every single series, excluding The Mandalorian, has been not quite right. It's not quite what it should be. Animated stuff they seem to do fine, but like live action, they seem to, I don't know, they seem to fuck it up, and it doesn't seem to land as well as it should. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm super pumped for this, but I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to know, have you got any ideas where they could take this? Do you want like Ewoks and Stormtroopers on Endor, or do you want something else completely? Let me know, and until next time, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
You cannot move fast. You did not outrun. The You Run podcast has got you.